Alrighty. Howdy Neighbors. And welcome back to Corpse Party, Book of Shadows. Last time we finally met up with Ayumi again. And she was totally fine and was not munching at all.
とりあえず手近なところからってことで、ここで手がかりでも探してみっか。
Since we're here anyway, how about we start by checking for clues in this room?
資料室ってくらいだから、よそより期待できるぜ。
It's a reference room after all. There's bound to be something worthwhile. Nothing on the shelf seems particularly relevant. Cool. How about the body on the floor? It's a girl's body, seemingly junior or senior high school. It's mostly decomposed down to the skeleton at this point. There's a duffel bag to the side next to her with a tracksuit partially hanging out of it. And a student ID name tag is still clearly visible in her uniform. Momijigawa High School. Ow, Amano. No! Ow! Upsetting. Nothing on this shelf. Is it everyone that's different? There are numerous scrapbooks on the shelf, each containing various newspaper and newsletter clippings. One in particular stands out. It's an old-school 3-ring binder filled with articles that are all over 30 years old.
1973年天神小学校児童連続誘拐殺害事件。天神小学校ってこの学校だよね。
1973. Serial kidnapping and murder at Heavenly Host Elementary. That's here, right?
その事件の記事、どっかの教室にもあったな。
There was an article about that in one of the classrooms too, I think. Dashing the hopes and prayers of their concerned parents, 3 of the kidnapped children returned home tonight in body bags. Local police gave an official statement at around 4 o'clock yesterday afternoon. Yuki Kano, 11. Oh. Ryu? Yoshizawa, 8. And Tokiko Tsuji, 7. Previously reported missing, found dead in a basement room beneath the school. The circumstances behind their murders are still under investigation, and a suspect with ties to the school's teaching staff is in questioning. First responders report a shocking, grisly murder scene and have expressed concerns at even allowing the families of the deceased to see their children. Significant mutilation is said to have occurred, and officials believe the sight of this may exacerbate the already delicate mental states of the bereaved. The sole survivor of this unspeakable crime is 7-year-old Sachiko Shinozaki, who remains in shock from the experience. Yeah, she's shocked she did such a good job, I feel like. Her testimony may prove invaluable toward closing this case and putting these horrors behind us, however, so police are anxious to question her. Meanwhile, other parents have already begun calling Heavenly Host's safety procedures into question in the wake of this tragedy. Members of the PTA have... There's a snippet from another page as well, which includes photographs of the 3 victims, as well as the lone survivor.
この子たち、私が見た子だ。
Oh, these are the children I saw.
俺たちも見たぜ。ここで殺されて、それでたたってやがんのか。
I've seen them too. I guess they were killed here. And now they're cursed. Oh, now they've cursed the place or something.
ひどい事件だったんだね。私 最初見た時からあの子たちが怖くて悪い霊みたいに思ってたけどこの子たちも被害者なんだ。
It's so horrible to hear what happened to them. I've been looking at them as scary, evil spirits all this time. But really, they're just victims themselves.
鈴本さん、同情心は危険よ。霊の中には生前の人格を失っているものもあるの。
Be careful, Suzumoto. Compassion can be dangerous in a place like this. It's not unheard of for a spirit to lose its sense of humanity after dying.
今のこいつらは生きている人間にとって味方じゃねえってことか。
In other words, these kids aren't necessarily going to play nice with the living beings anymore.
犯人はどうなったんでしょう。
What do you think happened to the murderer?
あ、こっちのページに記事があるよ。
Sorry, I keep having to clear my throat. Now here we go. They talk about him in this one. Accused child murderer commits suicide. Well, okay. I mean, it is true. I just didn't realize we'd get there so fast. The 32-year-old former teacher, believed to have committed the now infamous adolescent kidnappings and murders, was found dead earlier yesterday morning. After being deemed mentally unfit to take responsibility for his actions, he was placed in intensive psychiatric care, but escaped 2 nights ago. Psychiatric ward commissioned a manhunt, with culminated in the discovery of his hanged body in the room beneath Heavenly Host Elementary School, near the site of his shocking triple homicide. The case of death was ruled as strangulation, and is strongly believed that it was self-inflicted, as it appears to be a show of remorse previously thought beyond his mental capacity. His psychiatric ward has come under heavy fire since the discovery.
犯人も自殺かよ。救いがねえな。遺族にとっちゃ多少は気が晴れるかもしんねえけど。
Even the murderer killed himself, huh? Guess there's no happy end for anybody. Though the families of the victims were probably glad to see him go.
女の子が一人助かったのがせめてもだよ。
Well, and there's that one girl who was spared, too.
でも変ね。こんな大きな事件なのに、その生き残った子の家族のコメントが一つもないわ。
Isn't it strange, though, that there's not one single comment from the survivor's family?
どの記事を見ても、あるのは殺された子たちの遺族や同級生の保護者の談話ばっかり。
Every article is full of commentary from friends and family of the deceased, but there's not a word to be found anywhere but the girl who was spared.
プライバシー保護とかで書けなかったんじゃねえの？
I assume that was by request, to protect their privacy or something.
そうなのかな。マスコミって被害者も加害者も関係なく取材して書き立てるイメージなんだけど。
Do newspapers really care about that, though? The mass media is always about chasing scoops, no matter what it takes to get them, or who they have to bother. Dr. Tomokichi Fukare's research records. Mesmer's magnetism. Correspondence with Anna Sprengel. What the fuck are these words? Serafita? Malleus Malfricarum. Oh my god, these fucking words. Voynich manuscript.
心霊学者の記録に魔術結社の通信文、神秘小説の古典。小学校の備品とは思えないわ。
Records of psychic phenomenon. Letters to and from Magic societies. Classic mystery novels. Not your typical elementary school reading material.
貸し出し用の番号シールがないから、この学校の本じゃないよ。
There are no serial numbers or library cards in any of them, though. So they're probably not the school's.
そうね。多分、ここに迷い込んだ人たちの。
That's true. Maybe they were brought in by other victims who got trapped here.
本の持ち主の蔵書印が押してある。キビキ？キビキって読むのかな？
Actually, it looks like there's a name stamp on most of these. Kibiki. Is that how you read those kanji?
どれどれ？本当だ。この人も有名よ。さっき名前が出た佐榎木奈穂さんの師匠と呼ばれてる作家の先生。
Wait, Kibiki. Oh, you're right. I recognize that name. You know the paranormalist Naho Sainoki? Kaoru Kibiki is her mentor. He's a journalist.
キビキ先生もここに？どうして？
That means Mr. Kibiki is in here too, I guess. But why? Ooh, that is not cute. That is not cute. How many save spots do I have? Because I am gonna need more. No, I'll be fine. Isn't that everything? I feel like I got everything. No more scrapbooks. Yeah, I think... Oh my god, learn how to click games. Let's go. Oh!
そういえば、私たちがここに来てからどれくらい時間経ったんだろう。
I wonder how much time has passed since we got here.
携帯の時計、信用してもいいのかな？
I don't know if I could trust my cell phone clock in a place like this.
確かに空間が変化するってことは時間が変化してるとも考えられるから。
That's a good point. If space is being changed around randomly, there's no reason to believe the same thing isn't happening to time.
俺の腹具合から判断すると晩飯済ませて早いやつなら布団に入ってる頃かもしんねえな。
I trust my stomach though, and it's telling me that dinner time has already come and gone, and now is about when good boys and girls would go to bed.
お腹空きました。
I have to admit, I am hungry.
できれば食べ物も探さなきゃね。その前にどこかでちょっと休憩しよう。
Maybe we should add finding food to your list, Shinazaki. But for now, I think it's about time we found a nice cozy spot to sit and rest for a while.
そうしてもらえると私も助かるかも。霊障っていうほどじゃないけど妙に体が疲れてるみたい。
I think I'd like that, as I'm really tired. Not so tired that I'm worried about getting possessed or anything, but tired enough. And so, the four of us headed to the safest spot we could think of, settling in for a bit to help calm our spirits and refresh our bodies. Almost immediately, both Kishinuma and Shinazaki sat down, closed their eyes, and fell fast asleep. Understandable considering what they'd just experienced.
二人とも眠っちゃったみたいね。
Out like a light. Both of them.
きっと疲れてるんですよ。岸沼さん、あゆみさんを助けるためにいろいろ頑張ってましたし。
They must be exhausted. Kishinuma went through a great deal of turmoil to save Ayumi after all.
ナナちゃんも疲れたでしょ？
Aren't you tired too?
はい。けど、なんだか眠れなくて。
I am, but I just can't bring myself to sleep.
ナリちゃんたちが今頃どうしてるのかって考えると、今すぐ走り出したいくらいです。
My mind keeps racing, wondering what Nadi and the others are doing right now. I feel like I need to be ready to run out after them at a moment's notice.
わかるよ。私もシゲ兄のことを考えるとすごく焦ってくるっていうか、今すぐ顔見たくなっちゃう。
I know just where you're coming from. I get the same way when I think about Sheik. I wish I could see his face right now, you know?
あれ、ナナちゃん、その足。
Huh? No, what happened to your legs? I felt a chill in my stomach as I saw them. They were the same bruise-like markings around Nana's slender thighs that I'd seen before. But they'd become much darker in color. They looked pink originally, as if she just rubbed her skin up against something. But now they were deep, dark purple, the color of grapes. It's close to time, because as we got closer with Seiko, her bruising got a lot darker too.
大丈夫？痛くない？
Are you alright? Does it hurt?
あざならさっきからありましたけど。
You mean the bruises? They've been there since before. I do not need the violins. Thank you.
そうじゃなくて、なんか濃くなってるから。
Yeah, but they're darker now.
本当だ。変な色になってる。なんだろう。
Yeah, you're right. What a weird color. What's happening?
内出血してたから時間が経って変色したのかな。
Why the fuck did a
ごめんね。
moth just fly in my room? Get the fuck out of here, dude! I'm so sorry. I just got completely distracted because it landed like right on my screen. Probably just changed color over time from the blood rushing to the surface. I doubt it's anything to worry about. Sorry.
でも跡が残ったら嫌だな。
I just hope it doesn't leave a scar. It's gonna leave more than a scar, madam.
ナナちゃん美脚だもんね。
True, you do have beautiful legs after all.
そんなことないですよ。
Oh, please, no I don't.
スタイル良くて羨ましいな。私もナナちゃんくらい身長があったらシゲ兄と釣り合い取れるのに。
I'm jealous. You're so thin and gorgeous. If I were as tall as you, Sheik and I would sure look a lot more natural together.
彼氏さんですか？
Is he your boyfriend?
そういうのじゃないんだけど、大事な人かな。
Nothing quite like that. I guess you could say he's just a really important person to me.
いつも近くにいてくれて、私のダメな部分も受け入れてくれて、私を支えてくれる人。
He always stands by me, accepts me for who I am despite all my flaws, and always supports me in whatever I choose to do.
素敵な人なんですね。
He sounds wonderful.
私にとってはね、同じ演劇部だからってわけじゃないけど、王子様なんだよ。岸沼くんなんかに言わせると悪い魔法使いらしいけどね。
Yeah, I'm not just saying this because we're in the same drama club. But he's like some kind of prince. If you ask Kishinuma, he's an evil wizard.
岸沼さんってやっぱりあゆみさんのこと。
Kishinuma has a thing for Ayumi, doesn't he?
あれ気になる？ナナちゃんってば。
Oh, does it bother you? Are you taking interest, perhaps?
あ、違います。そういうんじゃ全然。
No, nothing like that.
ごめん。お約束だからつい。
Sorry, I had to ask.
でも実際のとこ、岸沼くんにとっては厳しい状況なのよね。ライバルがいるから。
Actually, Kishinuma's got it pretty rough. He's got a rival for Shinazaki's affections.
お似合いなのに。
Oh, but they look so cute together. especially in that pose.
似た者同士でもあるのよね。素直になれないところが特に。
They're a lot alike in many ways, particularly in their complete inability to be honest about how they feel.
まゆさんも森重さんの前では素直になれなかったりするんですか？
I bet it's a lot like when you're with Morishige, isn't it?
だからそういう人じゃないってばもう。
Oh, come on, I already told you. It's not like that with us. Not yet.
でも自分でもよくわからないな、この気持ち。しげ兄に会ったらどうしたいんだろう、私。
Though, I guess, I really don't know how to classify the way I feel. I mean, what do I... Oh. When I do finally see Sheik, how should I react? What do I want him to do? I hope it's take a picture of your corpse, because that's exactly what he's gonna do.
岸沼くんみたいに抱きしめてほしいのかな。それとも頑張ったなって頭撫でてもらいたいのかな。
Do I want him to pull me into his arms like Kishinuma did with Shinozaki? Or do I just want him to pat me on the head and tell me I did
やっ
good?
ぱり実際会ってみないとわかんないや。
I guess I won't really know until the time comes, if it comes.
会えますよ、きっと。岸沼さんがあゆみさんに会えたみたいに。
It'll come, just like it did for Kishinuma and Ayumi.
ありがと
Thanks.
う。持田くんもゆかちゃんや中島さんと会えてるといいな。先生も篠原さんも。
I hope Mochida is able to reunite with Yuka and Nakashima too. I miss Yui and Shinohara.
みんなで帰って文化祭の時撮った写メ交換して。
We'll all meet up and go back home and properly exchange that photo we took together after the culture festival.
私もみんなと会いたいな。
I really want to see my friends too.
ごめんね。私ってば自分の話ばっかり。
Oh, I'm sorry. I've been talking about myself all this
あ
time.
の、私ちょっと
I think.
その辺見てきますね。お手洗いも行きたくなっちゃったし。
I want to go scout around for them real quick. I have to go to the bathroom anyway.
一人で危ないよ。
By yourself, isn't that
ちょっと
dangerous?
だけですから。
You'll only be gone for a moment. A moment's all you need to die.
お友達のことを思い出してじっとしていられなくなっちゃったのかな。
I guess thinking about her friends got her all worked up. She probably just couldn't sit still any longer.
鈴本、
Suzumoto.
起きてたの岸沼くん。
Kishinuma, you're awake.
一緒に行ってやってくんねえか。念のためにさ。
Shouldn't you go with her just to be safe?
そうだね。岸沼くんは篠崎さん見ててあげて。
I probably should. You stay here and keep an eye on Shinozaki.
すまねえ。なんかあったらでけえ声で呼べよ。篠崎叩き起こして飛んでっからよ。
Thanks, I will. If anything happens, just yell really loud, okay? I'll smack Shinozaki till she's awake, and the two of us will come running.
暗いから篠崎さんのろうそく一本借りるね。
The hallways are pretty dark, so I think I'm going to borrow one of her candles.
危ねえから。小笠原見つけたらすぐ戻ってこいよ。
Just be careful. Once you find Agasawara, you two come right back here. You got it? I don't think they will, Yoshiki. Girls' bathroom, girls' bathroom. The bathroom felt empty. There was no indication of Nana's presence whatsoever.
ナナちゃんと入れ違いになっちゃったのかな。
Maybe we passed one another without realizing it. Oh. Show me, show me, show me, show me!
ナナちゃん
Nana!
どうしたのナナちゃん。
What's wrong, Nana? The sound that echoed through the hall was that of a butcher slicing up a large chunk of meat, bone and all. and this sound was accompanied by the dimly lit figure of Nana sprawled out on the ground in front of me. What the fuck? Her legs are still standing! Her legs are still standing there. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Save, please. Thank you. Oh, dear Neptune! Or rather, part of Nana. It was really just top half of her body, severed cleanly at the thigh. Her legs were completely gone. And the worst part is, she was still fully alert and aware. My legs, my legs! Nana! This grisly sight was too much for me to handle. I became weak in the knees and fell backward, landing on my butt. I couldn't move. It hurts, my legs, my legs! Nana was bending and contorting her back and writhing on the ground as she struggled to escape the pain and the fear. I wanted to help her, but I had no idea what I could do. Nothing had ever prepared me for a situation like this. I couldn't stand up. I couldn't even think. The sight of Nana's squirming body, gushing blood every which way, burned itself into my mind. It was the most frightening thing I'd ever seen. It hurts. This is awful. Oh, God. Scream! That's what Yoshiki said to do. I could sense the presence of another person in the shadows just behind Nana's torso. Oh, we are really red on screen now. Oh no. Who was it? The darkness was all-encompassing past a certain point, giving only the vaguest notion of a human silhouette with an inky black void. Who's there? That's the locker room. No, wait, it's not. Where is this? What's back there? The door should have led into the pool locker room, but the lighting, or lack of it, was completely wrong. There was also an indescribable foul odor wafting out from within, so powerful and revolting that I felt it could never leave my senses again. Whatever being was lurking in the shadows of that horrible room is getting closer to me, step by step. Yoshikazu? Nana's legs are still standing. I still couldn't make out a single figure, but frankly I didn't want to. His existence alone was threatening enough. Whoever this was, I could sense his shadow, bolstering itself over Nana's head as if preparing to swallow it whole, like a crocodile. In fact, the shadow was beginning to resemble a crocodile more and more. It was even a person. Stop, please stop. It's Yoshikazu. The figure was now fully visible, and was indeed a person, I think. He grabbed Nana by the head, and turned and began dragging her into the horrid room. She was clearly nearing death, as it took everything she had to scream in protest. Her voice was getting weaker, and her writhing less pronounced. I couldn't even imagine how painful it must be to have one's severed body slowly dragged across the floor, exposed side down. It'd be bad enough just having my head held in that massive filthy grip. No, grip wasn't the right word. It's more... Oh, it really was more like a bite. Munch. God, no, no, save me, please, Mayu. No. Stop, please, I don't want to die, don't kill me. Nana screams. These were the panicked, primal screams of a person's last moments on Earth. It's a sound no one should ever have to hear, much less produce. And once you hear it, it's the kind of thing you'll be hearing again for the rest of your life. Nothing can ever wipe it from your memory. It stays with you. Well, Mayu, your life isn't really gonna be that long, so... yeah. Bye, Nana. Oh, her legs are gone. Rude! Healthy snack. Oh no. I sat there dumbfounded, so disturbed that I could barely breathe, and watched the slow slither of Nana's body as she disappeared into the unknown. It only took a few seconds for her to vanish into blackness. Those were the longest few seconds of my life. And when she was gone, only a wide swath of blood remained, tracing her path down the hall and across that hellish threshold. I'm sure Mayu's feeling real good right now.
Nana-chan.
Nana, I have to go save her. No, you do not, bitch. Oh. Oh. Help, help. Mayu. Nana. Gathering all my courage, I ran at full speed toward the black void, but found no room to enter. Beyond the door was nothing more than a solid wall. What? What? No, where is she? Where was she taken? Mayu! It was just as Shinozaki had said. Right before my eyes, a human being was pulled into a space that simply no longer existed. Pulled out of reality. And yet, I could still hear her. No!
怖くなった私は弾かれるようにしてその場を逃げ出した。
Can't even describe how frightened I was. All I could do was scream, take off running. Away from there. Anywhere else was preferable. I mean, we found Nana.
私なんでこっちに走ってるの？走る向きが逆でしょ？ナナちゃんは後ろにいるのに。
Why am I going this way? Nana isn't this way. She's behind me. I need to go back.
助けなきゃ。ナナちゃん助けなきゃ。離れていってる。
I need to save her. I need to save Nana, but I'm just getting further and further away from her. No, I can't. I just can't. It's not possible. Yes, we need Yoshiki. We need Yoshiki and we need Ayumi. I'm so sorry, Nana. I couldn't do anything to save you.
菱沼くんたちになんて言えば。
What do I say to Kishinuba and Shinozaki? Exactly what you saw, bitch.
さっきまで一緒に話してたナナちゃんが あんなことに足があざの形に切れてしまって。
We were just talking with her, and now look at what's happened. Her legs were torn right off, right along the lines of her bruises.
あざ？
Wait, the bruises!
ナナちゃん、あのあざのところは切られ。
Nana was sliced up at those exact spots where she had those bruises.
私のお腹のあざは関係ないよね。偶然だよ。
And I have markings just like those on my stomach. Well, that doesn't mean anything, right? It's just a coincidence, right? Sure. keep that CG.
やだ私、こんな時まで自分の心配。
What is wrong with me worrying about myself at a time like this? But I can't help it. I opened my compact mirror and hesitantly brought it down to my abdomen, lifting my shirt and loosening my skirt a bit to get a better view. Oh god, no. It's darker, isn't it? Hell yeah. I didn't have to look very hard. The color of the bruise on my abdomen had darkened significantly. It was far more pronounced now, practically pulsating a purplish red. It looked more like some kind of demented crest that had surfaced from deep inside my body. No, no.
色が濃くなってなんかはっきりしてきてる。それに前よりも広がってきて。
It's darker, more clearly outlined. And it looks bigger now too. Okay, this you need to tell at least Shinozaki. Okay, I know you might not want Yoshiki to know because he's a dude. And apparently you have a thing about that. But at least tell Shinozaki.
何これ。なんで。ただのあざだよね。ほっといたらすぐに消えて。
What is this? Why is it here? It's just a bruise, right? Haha. I'm sure it'll go away on its own over time if I just leave it be. I just keep telling myself that. It would go away on its own. It was nothing. And I was starting to believe it. I'm feeling somewhat placated. I put the mirror up and prepared to shut it, and put it away when I caught a quick glimpse of my face. I saw fear. I saw sadness. I saw defeat. But I also saw something else. A bruise. Yes! God, this is... Let's start saying our goodbyes to Mayu now, okay? Like, she's not gonna make it. No. At first, I doubted my eyes. I wasn't seeing things, nor was it a smudge on my mirror. It was another discolored bruise, just like the one on my abdomen. I hope it's where she got dragged on the floor. It was nowhere near as dark, but it was definitely there. And given enough time, it'll probably get a lot darker. Why? When did I get this?
何か汚れがくっついているだけだよ。こんなのちょっとこすればすぐに。
Maybe it's just dirty. Maybe I just need to wipe it off. I tried spit shining it away with my finger, but all it did was make it wet. And each time I pressed down on it, the surrounding skin would turn white, creating greater contrast and making it stand out more. It wasn't going away. It wasn't going away. And if it just kept darkening, I might wind up like Nana. No, please, no, no, no. Check the seams. No!
鈴本、どうかしたのか？
Suzumoto, what's wrong?
なんか声聞こえたから気になってよ。小笠原はまだ見つかんねえのか？
I thought I heard you scream. I'm looking finding Agasawara.
心配ね。今からみんなで探し。鈴本さん？
I don't like that at all. I'll help you search Suzumoto.
ダメ！来ちゃダメ！
No, stay back. I took a step away from them, despite myself.
どうしたんだよ？
What's going on?
来ないで！なんでもないから！
Please just stay back. Nothing's going on, I swear.
何かあったの？その鏡に何か。
Did something happen? Did you see something in your compact?
なんでもない！何も映ってない！平気だから私。
It's nothing. I didn't see anything. I'm fine. I'm fine. No, I couldn't let them see me like that. I didn't want them to see me. I didn't want them to see that hideous bruise.
おい、鈴本！
Wait, Suzumoto.
鈴本さん！
Suzumoto.
どうしよう。どうしよ
What do I do? What do I do?
う。また逃げてる。私。でもどこへ？
I'm running again, but where? Where am I going?
あざを消さなきゃ。これを消さないと。でないと。私。
I have to go. Oh, I have to get rid of this. If I don't, if I can't, then I... As long as you don't end up at the infirmary, I think you'll be fine, honestly.
ナナちゃんみたいに。
At least for a little bit. Then I'll wind up like Nana. Don't be in the infirmary. Motherfucker!
早く消さないと。
You have to hurry. You have to find some way of making this go away. I had some concealer in my makeup bag. Maybe I can hide it.
これなら見えないよね。
There we go. Can't see it at all now.
あんなあざ、ちょっと寝て目を覚ましたら治ってる。絶対に。
All I have to do is get some sleep. And when I wake up, this bruise will be long gone. I know it will. Yeah, but that acne from your makeup is gonna stay for a while. Yeah, I was getting all worked up over nothing. It was just a little mark on my face, after all. Probably just the result of all the stress I've been feeling here. Once things have calmed down, it'll go away for sure. It sure will, Mayu. So will the rest of you. I am so angry at the fact that she ended up at the infirmary. Nope. Like, she's... Nope, that's not what I wanted. She's just done for. There's nothing else. I can't save you from this. I can't save you. I can't even look around to find stuff. I cannot save you. Welp!
あれ、私ドア閉めたっけ？
I don't remember closing the door. It wouldn't open. This is the end of Mayu, ladies and gentlemen. We're done here. Fuck. It wasn't like it was locked. Rather, it felt almost as if someone were holding it closed with a superhuman strength. Ew! Suddenly, I realized why. The door was wrapped multiple times over with thin black threads. How had I not noticed that a moment ago?
何？髪の毛？人間の？
What the? Is this human hair? Ooh, am I darkening more? Am I darkening more? I looked at it. a bit more closely and concluded without question that's exactly what it was. I am darkening more. 63%. Good for Mayu. Doing more than Naomi ever did. I looked at it more closely and concluded that without question that's exactly what it was. I felt an unpleasant heat radiating all around my back muscles, across my entire spine. I was being watched. There was some sort of moist, lukewarm presence in the room with me, and slowly but surely, I could sense it moving.
誰かいるの？私の後ろに。
Who's there? Who's behind me? I was too scared to turn around.
保健室が。
It's Pikachu. This room. It's Pikachu. It was a little girl wearing a red dress. Probably a first or second grader. Her skin was as pale as pottery, contrasting with her lacquer-like hair. And she looked somehow familiar.
この子、新聞に載ってた殺人事件の生存者。
Oh, this is the girl from the newspaper who survived the murders.
篠崎幸子。
Sachiko Shinozaki.
嘘でしょ。だってあれ30年以上も前の。
But that can't be right. That happened over 30 years ago.
保健室がまだ殺風景なの。
This room is so lifeless.
そうだ。人体解剖標本。人体解剖標本が欲しい。
I love her excited voice. It's so nice. I know what it needs. A human autopsy model. I want to dissect a human. What? Yay! It's a corpse party! Finally, we get the corpse party I've been waiting 2 games for! Oh my goodness! Oh, I'm thrilled.
お姉ちゃん、また遊べるね。
Have you come to play with us again? No, please no. How much is our darkening right now? Ah, so 63. Boo! We could do better. We could do so much better. Something was dripping onto the back of my hand.
涙。
Are these tears? That's what I thought at first, anyway. If I'd started to cry, I wasn't aware. But considering what I was going through, it wouldn't have been surprising in any way. I wondered just how much I'd cried since getting sealed up in this godforsaken place. Probably more than I'd ever cried before in my entire life. But these were not tears, were they? Was it blood then? Did these children do something to me? Sure enough, I reached up and touched my face, and my fingers came into contact with something sticky. Something sticky and red. What did you do to me?
何も。
We didn't do anything. Sachiko's answer was cold and disinterested, and came accompanied with a crooked, wry smile. She was just a child, yet one glance from her made every hair on my body stand on end.
鏡で見てみたらどう？少しだけ待っててあげる。
How about you take a look in the mirror? We'll wait. Just for a little bit, though. Sachiko's face somehow made me feel as if there might be 2 sides to her, one gentle and one not. But regardless of which I was dealing with here, I wasn't about to go against her recommendation. I was legitimately curious myself. So I took out my compact, opened it, and... Oh... Yo, your concealer is crap. Like, it did not... It did not do what it needed to do. Why? No, no, please. The bruise I concealed with the makeup had sprung back to the surface once again, though it could hardly be called a bruise anymore. My skin had literally split open from inside, and blood was beginning to seep out through the pinkish fissure, bead by bead. No, no, this can't be happening. It can't be. No.
違わない。お前だよ。
It's happening. That's all.
抗わなければ一瞬でいけたのにね。だけど残念。お前はそのお腹の亀裂の通りに散って死ぬのはもう決まっているんだよ。
If you hadn't fought it, you might have been able to die quickly. But you are going to die. You're going to be torn along those cracks in your belly. Right to the belly button, too. I like how the belly button has, like, bubbles, too. That's cool. We're only at 65? I thought for sure she'd be closer to, like, 100. Not 65. The bruise along my stomach and abdomen had followed suit, splitting open and dripping dark red blood everywhere. At this point, I had completely lost any ability to think or reason. I was a goner, and I knew it.
壁にぶつかって一瞬で死ぬよりももっと辛い。ゆっくりとした散り方で死になさい。
What's worse than dying in an instant? Dying in an instant by getting smashed against the wall. Getting slowly, carefully torn apart, that's what. Let's play, come on. Let's play.
人体解剖標本の作成
It's time to begin the autopsy, everyone.
やめて来ないでやめて
No, please, stay away, stay away. This is why we don't run from our friends. Especially when we're in a place like this. Yeah, I was a goner. I couldn't fight it. Somewhere deep in the pit of my soul, I knew there was no way out. This unimaginably cruel fate was predestined. I couldn't escape. Oh, sure, I tried to run. I squirmed and resisted with every last bit of strength I had. But fate had me by the ankle, and wasn't about to let go. If only I could force myself to lose consciousness. Maybe I could avoid the unbearable agony that I knew was coming. But sadly, I wasn't that strong-willed. Oh! With their tiny hands? Whoa! I could feel the hands controlling all of my body, coming from virtually every direction. And they were really digging. I mean, they said they were going. 95! That's what I was hoping for. That's a good safety. It hurts, it hurts. No, I'm dying. Save me, Sheik.
しげに来ない来ないしげになんて来やしないんだよ
She? Haha. Pretty she won't be coming to your rescue. No chance, no hope. Oh, Yuki seems really into this. Look at that smile. I was seized with a pain unlike anything I'd ever even imagined possible before. I couldn't talk, couldn't move, couldn't even think. I felt like my head was gonna explode under the pressure of the millions of nerves all telling my brain just how much every part of my body hurt. And she gets to experience that for the rest of infinity. Nice. And it didn't stop. Every moment it grew worse and worse. Then, I began to drift away. What an awful stink. Let's decorate the hall and maybe the hallway outside with our new autopsy model.
学校がどんどん賑やかになっていくな。
The school is getting livelier all the time. Sachiko's voice sounded like it was far in the distance. It was then that I realized the agony I'd been feeling had changed. It was no longer pain, but chill. I didn't hurt anymore. I was just cold. So cold that I couldn't even feel my body.
寒い。
So cold.
ものすごく寒いよ。しげに。もう指一本動かない。
So very, very cold. Sheik, I can't even move a finger anymore.
私が死んで惨めな死体になっても嫌いにならないでくれる。
But even if I'm dead, and even if my body is an unsightly mess, I hope you won't think poorly of me. I think he's gonna like you a whole lot, Mayu.
しげに。私ね。しげにのこと。
Because Sheik, I love... My final wish is that Sheik be the one to find my body. As long as it's not too revolting to look at, anyway. I want him to think I'm pretty. I miss him. Oh, he's gonna think you're fucking beautiful. Fucking Picasso. Sheik, bro. Demise. Man, that ending was sad. Chapter 2 clear. Number 3, Encounter. Chapter is now playable. Hell yeah. Oh. Yuichi Nakamura. Yuka Nari. So full testimonies unlocked in bonus menu. Well, that's gonna do it for this episode. Next episode, we're gonna go ahead and start on chapter 3. So thank you very much for watching, and hopefully, I'll see you later.